What does a typical working finca look like in Colombia? I'm currently staying at a coffee farm just outside Jardín, Antioquia, Colombia at 6 a.m. That's why I'm talking quietly, because everyone is still asleep. But I thought I would give you guys a little tour of this finca and show you what a real working finca looks like here. This isn't somewhere for weekends or where people just have a country house to stay in. It's kind of not really doing anything. This finca is a coffee farm. It has horses, cats, dogs, animals, that kind of thing. So I thought I'd give you guys a little tour before everyone gets up, before the chaos unravels. So as you can just see here, quick view of the surroundings. It is pretty beautiful over here. So we've got some stables here. So yesterday we went out for horseback riding for about an hour or an hour and a half around here. I'm staying here with family, so we're a group of 9 with kids. So this is a fun place for kids to stay. And so look, so this is the stables. We have, I think, 5 or 6 horses or mules. We have like the shed where all of the stuff is, all of the paraphernalia. But one thing which is really awesome about this finca is a proper coffee farm. So you can do a coffee tour, they export coffee, they show you how it works. We actually picked coffee a couple of days ago. We had a little basket going around the coffee farm. It was really cool because as you can see here, the landscape where I am now, just outside Jardín, is awesome. I'll show you now. So Jardín itself is just over that hill here. And then over here, we just have beautiful landscapes, other fincas, rolling hills. I think this peak here is the second highest peak in Antioquia. It is over 4,000 meters. I think it's 4,040 meters. This is like all part of the stables. You can see the saddles and everything here. Also, I brought my dog with me. Beep. No. Don't eat that. This is the local dog, Guandola. He's a puppy. He's 3 months old. They've been playing. So you've got like the stables, the horses here. I'm actually staying in this little cabin here, just for one person here, this nice little cabana, which has like a nice little view here. As I'm sure some of you guys were aware, Jardín felt the earthquake much worse than Medellin. So actually some of the buildings on this finca that were meant to accommodate people, meant to accommodate us, were damaged in the earthquake. And so we're kind of staying in not temporary accommodation, but some of the accommodation available in this finca wasn't ready for our stay because of the earthquake. So we've had to make do. But I'm going to show you guys the other part of the finca if I can. I have to talk quietly because everyone's still asleep. It is around 6:15 in the morning. It's really beautiful. You can hear the birds. As you guys know, in Colombia, 6 a.m. is prime time for birds because you can just listen to them, you can see them and everything. It's great. So look, there's another bit I'll show you. So look over here. These are all tomato plants, so they also do tomato growing as well. It's like rows and rows and rows of them. And they actually have a map of the finca, and I'll show you exactly which parts of the finca correlate to what. Buenos días, amigo, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? It's quite big. I think it's something like 27 million square meters, sorry, I think. But I'm going to show you guys the map in a sec. But yeah, so here they grow tomatoes. You can also see here plátano or banana trees. But yeah, let's go and check out the main part of the finca. I'm going to have to talk quietly though because it's early and people are still sleeping. This is how you get here. Got a little place here for like eating, taking coffee and everything. If it rains, funnily enough, as you guys know, it hasn't rained in Colombia or Antioquia for many months, but the last few days it has been raining a lot. So all the guys are arriving here, all the people who work on the farm, there. Let me show you. I have to be quiet here. So this is where we are, I think Carrizes. This is the main house. This is the main house. Pretty cool. This is where we've been eating our meals, in here. And I'm going to show you guys a map of the finca so you can see what's what. So this is where we've been having our meals. But if you look here, we've got the map of the finca. So it is, what is that? 27,512,000. It's a big finca. And this is the whole area, okay? Pretty cool. So yeah, it's a big finca. It's a proper working farm. This isn't just like your weekend place for people who live in Medellin, who just want to escape the countryside a little bit. This is a proper working finca. Look, they've got a nice garden here. The kids can play football and everything. So this is the main house where kind of guests stay. This is the house where the owners stay. The people who actually kind of run the farm and everything. And they have these like benches here where you can sit on, looking out over the view. Guys, the view is just like unreal. So it's like a perfect place to just like sit, enjoy the sunset or the sunrise like I'm about to do now with a coffee. And yeah. So yeah, this is the main house where they stay. Got a little like trail here with more stuff they're growing. All of this stuff is theirs. Because amazing view. This is the big mountain I was telling you about, the highest peak in Antioquia. So you can tell they're well stocked, look. Got all the wellies here, all their different hats, all the maize. Oh no, is that Lulu? Look, and they're washing up stuff here, look. Like that. Pete! This is where the little doggy Guandola sleeps. So look, and I'll show you a little part of like the coffee bit they showed us yesterday because it's really cool how they make it. Little farm cat. So this is part of the coffee production. You have the grinder here. The beans end up going in here. Pretty cool. Hola, buenos días, ¿cómo estás? Bien, gracias a Dios. ¿Está bien para tomar un video? Sí. Ah, muchas gracias. Porque es muy... No, tranquila, es muy interesante. So yeah, that's the senora who owns the farm, I think. And so yeah, so they have all of the coffee production stuff here. They gave us a little tour yesterday of it. We've got cats everywhere. She said it's a bit disorganized because obviously this is a working coffee farm. This isn't, actually exporting stuff and putting them in sacks. The sacks are 125 kilos. They're trying to pick the best coffee and trying to filter the good coffee from the bad coffee and everything. And so it's a serious operation. Yeah, this is the fermentation machine that they use to ferment the coffee, like the good type. And yeah, but guys, you can't beat this view. Look at this. Let's go down here. So look, we've got tomatoes. Ooh. So look, we've got tomatoes, I think, in this tree here. And they're growing some other stuff down here as well. Got a little BB there. They're growing some other vegetables down here as well. There's another path going around there. And so who's this coffee farm for? Like, who should come and stay here? Well, if you are coming to Jardín, which I highly recommend, one of my favorite towns in Colombia, and you want an authentic kind of experience of what, being on a finca is like, it's not fancy, it's not gentrified, it's not insane high-speed Wi-Fi, signal everywhere, widescreen TVs. There's no TVs on this finca. There's just animals out kind of roaming in the wild. If you kind of want that experience, then this finca is a great option. There are others around it as well. I have no affiliation whatsoever with this finca, but it's been really, really great. They do things like leaving little plátanos out for birds. So at 6 a.m, like now, or 6:30 a.m, you kind of see the hummingbirds kind of land here and they fly off and everything. So if you're into your bird watching, which I'm not really into my bird watching, but the older I get, the more I appreciate it, then this place is great. Look, see, look, there you go. Got it all lined up. And also we were wondering how this water bowl stood there during the earthquake. Like, that is just literally like a Jenga tower with a water bottle on top. How on earth did that survive the earthquake? I don't know. So you guys, I hope you've liked the tour of this little working coffee finca in Colombia. It's called Finca Carizes. If you guys want to check it out, I'll just show you that in a second. Highly recommend this place if you want a break from Medellin and away from the hustle and bustle, because it's been a fantastic little place. So catch you guys soon.